Hey YouTube, Mark Crawford. I wanted to show you a couple of things on how we set up our property. Something I don't think I've ever really shown in a video. This is our cottage in the woods. You've heard me say over and over. What I wanted to point out is this line of brush here that we left with the brush and trees in order to cut down on the dust from the road that you see out there right outside the gate. And I'm going to walk over here where you can see a little bit better how we did it. But this brush here, you can see our fence line right there. And there's about a 10-foot gap, so I can shred between this brush and the fence. But this brush we left, this is on the north side to provide a break from the north winds in the wintertime, but mainly for privacy. People driving up and down the road. We don't have a whole lot of neighbors. We have a few, and for a while it was a pretty good issue with people driving so fast it created a big dust cloud. One of the neighbors recently has put up a sign on this road. This is actually a private road for our subdivision, so it doesn't get maintained by the county or anything. So you can see it's just a gravel road, typical gravel road. We have a couple of neighbors that volunteer to grade it and keep it up. But wanted to show you what we've done. When we set up our property, you can see our fence line here is not up near the road. Of course, in most areas you have a right-of-way, which you can put your fence up here off the road a ways. But we wanted to keep this brush for the purpose of keeping down on the dust from cars running up and down the road, and allowed this brush here to remain just as a secondary measure to keep dust and dirt out of the house and so forth. But anyway, it's just an idea. It also kind of keeps our fence from being so visible from the road, which creates a little more privacy. That's also the reason we put our gate here, kind of at the corner of the property, rather than right up at the house or coming in from the road this way, which would have been a really short run to the house. But with the gate here, it provides more privacy. When people look in, this is really all they see. They see the road that goes to the right and it goes to the left. And that road to the left goes back to a gate that extends to the back part of the property. This front part is about an acre, maybe a little over an acre, acre and a half. And we have about 2.5 acres in the back portion. Another thing I wanted to mention to folks is if you're setting up a property for the first time, especially here in Texas, it's best to set your house up long ways like this, east to west. That way in the summertime, when the summer's the highest, the sun comes overhead this way and sets in the west, and it doesn't shine in your shine in your windows as much. If you do it perfectly, it won't shine in hardly at all. And that, of course, keeps heat out of your house. And of course, in the wintertime, the sun's a lot lower in the sky, and it's going this way across the southern part of the sky, and it's shining in towards your windows. I'll show you that here in a minute. But for the summertime, this utility room helps as well. This utility room is 8 feet out and 24 feet long. We have gable roofing, as you can see here. And inside we have, like I said, there's no attic or anything. So this is a small house. So if you leave it open, it makes, you don't get so claustrophobic, and it makes the rooms look larger, feel larger, you feel more comfortable. So that's what we did. We left them, and then we added on this utility room. And in the west, since it's on the west side, in the summertime, the sun's, like it is right now, the sun's going down on this side, shining in, or beating down on this portion of the house, or on this utility room, instead of on the main part of the house to heat it up. As you can see, we have a larger overhang on the roof here to help that. And another thing that we did was put a vent in here at the top with a ventilation fan. And that ventilation fan works off our battery bank. We have the solar system with a battery bank. And we have a blue sky charge controller. And what that does has a 3-stage charge controller. And when you have extra power, when your battery bank is completely charged, then it'll actually send power to this vent fan and exhaust from there the heat that's in the utility room. Let me show you the front of the utility room. Here's Olive and Titus. Olive is basically our fire alarm. So when something's going on, she lets us know vocally. She doesn't venture too far from the house, especially when there's something going on. And then we have our fireman here. This is Titus. He's one that actually goes after whatever's going on. I wanted to show you, let's get back on track here, show you the front of the house. You can see how this works. With this utility portion here, in the summertime we leave this window open to allow a breeze through here that goes to the other side, and it's vented out the other side. This is the southern side of the house, which gets most of the southern breeze in the summertime. Right here you'll see our solar water heater still blowing and going. It's a little toasty on this side. This side had broke from the wind and just getting brittle. We replaced it with some new panel. Left a little gap there at the top. That was actually on accident, but it worked out for the good because this gets so extremely hot. You see some new additions to the property and what we've done. This right up in here, this on the south side of the house. And instead of leaving a brush like this, like we did between our house and the road to cut down on the dust and dirt, we're going to push this brush back. This is about a half an acre on the other side of this fence post right here, going that way. It's about a half an acre, and we're going to clear all of this back. But instead of leaving a berm like we did on some of the areas of the property on the north side, the northwest, we're actually going to clear this so that we get a good southern breeze from this area here coming towards the house. Keep us a little cooler in the summertime. That's our plan. Coming back around over here, I'll show you the rest of the house. Y'all seen this in other videos. One of our latest projects here is a solar oven. And this is our first attempt at a solar oven, and we've only cooked once in it. We cooked a chicken, and it worked great. It worked great. We braised the chicken first inside, and then we brought it out, put it in here. This is just a styrofoam cooler, and we got the sunscreen. This is a truck-size sunscreen that we cut up. And the first thing we noticed with a little breeze, they tend to collapse. So what we did was put these wood pieces here and just use a staple gun to staple them to give it some rigidity. We've got it resting up, the back portion resting up against a sawhorse. And we've got a stiffener piece of wood here going all the way across. So it keeps it open. And like I said, this is just a styrofoam cooler with a plexiglass. It's just a plexiglass. Bought at the hobby shop store. Inside we have a rack to put our pot on, and then it's lined with foil, and it gets very hot inside there. So we're able to cook, obviously we can cook vegetables and slow cook things like chicken and so forth. So anyway, here's another addition that we've done, I think since my previous videos. We added a vinyl PVC type industrial tarp to our hoop style chicken coop, which is holding up real well. We've gone through a couple of the home improvement store type tarps that degrade fairly quickly. Usually those last like a year or two at the most. And we went to a canvas tarp, and that lasted about 4 or 5 years. And then we went to this tarp. And this is the same type of tarp that we would use when we were building these for customers. Same type of tarp that the truckers use. And you won't find it in home improvement stores. You have to go online to get it. I think it's like a 20 mil, 21 mil, something like that. Our next project, we've got several projects slated, but one of the things we're going to do is this area here, we're going to build like a 10 to 12 foot wide, about 30 foot long hoop style coop, where we're going to expand our chicken operation and have lots of rabbits as well, and compost as a result. Speaking of the garden system, I can't say enough about the shaded cloth. If you're in Texas, that shaded cloth is worth its weight in gold. It's stood up over the years, and the only issue we've had with this hoop structure is the framing that I did. I didn't do such a good job with the framing. With the chicken coop, I did a lot better, and it's holding up fine. Anyway, just wanted to shoot a short video and let you know we're still here alive and kicking. Haven't done much over the years, but maybe kick back into it. You can see another addition we made here is a hammock. Very good addition. Come out here in the shade and just relax. Highly recommend that. Anyway, hopefully this spurs some ideas for you and maybe answer some questions if you have any more. Setting up a property or any of these things that we've done. You know, check out our other videos. We've got solar energy, we've got rainwater collection, DIY, TV antenna, all kinds of things. So if you're interested in that sort of thing, want to reduce your living expenses, becoming more sustainable and have a more frugal living, check us out. Check out our videos, and if I can help you in any way, I'd love to. Send me a message or just drop a line or drop a comment. Be sure to subscribe. I'm going to start putting up more and more videos as I'm going to kick into gear here, do more projects. Anyway, thanks for watching. God bless.